In a small town, there lived an archaeologist named Sarah. She had always been fascinated by history and loved discovering ancient secrets. One day, she found an old map in a dusty bookshop. The map showed a hidden kingdom buried beneath the desert. Sarah was excited. She decided to find this forgotten kingdom. Sarah packed her bags and set off on her journey. She traveled for many days and nights, across hot deserts and cold mountains. Finally, she arrived at the place marked on the map. It was a vast desert, with nothing but sand as far as the eye could see. But Sarah was determined. She started digging. After hours of digging, Sarah found something hard. It was a stone door, covered in ancient carvings. Sarah brushed off the sand and saw strange symbols. She didn't understand them, but she knew they were important. She pushed the door open and stepped inside. Inside, Sarah found a huge underground city. There were tall buildings, beautiful statues, and wide streets. It was the forgotten kingdom from the map. Sarah was amazed. She walked through the city, exploring its many wonders. She found a grand palace in the center. Inside the palace, she found a large throne made of gold. On the throne was a book. Sarah picked up the book and opened it. It was written in an ancient language, but Sarah could read it. The book told the story of the kingdom. It was once a rich and powerful place, ruled by a wise king. But one day, an evil sorcerer cursed the kingdom, and it was buried beneath the desert. The book also spoke of a prophecy. It said that one day, a chosen one would find the kingdom and bring it back to life. The chosen one would have magical powers and would lift the curse. As Sarah read the book, she felt a strange energy. Her hands started to glow, and she felt powerful. She realized that she was the chosen one. She had to fulfill the prophecy and save the kingdom. But it would not be easy. The evil sorcerer was still alive, and he would try to stop her. Sarah knew she had to be careful. She explored the palace and found a secret room. Inside the room, there were many magical objects. There was a wand, a cloak, and a mirror. Sarah took the wand and the cloak. She looked into the mirror and saw a vision. She saw herself standing in front of the throne, holding the wand. She saw the sorcerer trying to stop her, but she defeated him with her magic. Sarah knew what she had to do. She went back to the throne room and stood in front of the throne. She held up the wand and said the words from the book. Suddenly, the room was filled with light. The sorcerer appeared, angry and ready to fight. He threw a fireball at Sarah, but she used the wand to stop it. She fought the sorcerer with all her might. It was a tough battle, but Sarah was strong. She used her magic to defeat the sorcerer. With a final spell, she sent him away forever. As the sorcerer disappeared, the city began to change. The buildings became new again, the statues shone brightly, and the streets were filled with people. The curse was lifted, and the kingdom was reborn. The people of the kingdom cheered and thanked Sarah. She had saved them and fulfilled the prophecy. Sarah stayed in the kingdom for many days, learning about its history and culture. She made many friends and was happy. But she knew she had to return to her own time. She said goodbye to her new friends and promised to visit again. When Sarah returned home, she felt proud. She had discovered a forgotten kingdom, unlocked magical powers, and fulfilled a prophecy. She had navigated political intrigue and ancient curses. She had found her destiny. Sarah continued her work as an archaeologist, but she always remembered the kingdom beneath the desert. She knew that she was not just an archaeologist. She was a hero, a chosen one. And she was ready for any adventure that came her way. From that day on, Sarah kept the map and the book as her most treasured possessions. She knew that the world was full of mysteries waiting to be discovered, and she was determined to find them. She was Sarah, the archaeologist who found the forgotten kingdom, and her story had only just begun.